Hi, welcome to Batter Up. This is our Friday Night Locals. This is round 3 between myself, the Janemba player, and
Orlando,
he'll be duo commentating with me for this match. He's the Shenron Veggie player.
the best player.
Beg to differ. So, do you remember who won Dice Roll here?
I believe you did.
Alright, yeah. Look at that pretty stacked hand I have going on there. Orlando was not very happy about this matchup. Not only are we teammates, but Shenron Veggies pretty much gets milled out really fast.
Yeah. From the beginning, I knew I was going to get decked out, but what can we do?
Yeah. I don't think the matchup is that bad if he can get some really good hits off of Kaba and then the U6 Khalifa, but that wasn't the case for this game. But we'll see what's going on here. Orlando puts back 5, and I only put back 3.
Yep. Alright, let's see what we got going on in that hand. My hand was okay. Definitely playable. Could have been a little bit better, but let's see what we got here.
So I opt to charge the 3-drop Janemba. I feel I remember I had 2 in hand. I played the Sake Demon. For those of you who don't know, this left me look at the top 7 and add a Janemba to my hand. I believe I go ahead and grab a Demon Sword here.
Yep.
And that I do.
Such a busted card. That card is really good.
I play Sake Demons just after further testing, being able to answer your opponent a lot easier on turns 3 instead of waiting till turn 4 and tapping on completely. It's a lot better in my experiences with the deck. So I pass turn after that, and Orlando charges a red Kale.
Yep. Activate my leader auto. Look through my life. Grab a Dragon Ball out of there, and I'm gonna drag the other one out of the deck.
I remember going into this match, Orlando wanted to make some adjustments to his deck, but unfortunately he didn't get the chance to. So he's playing the list he's been playing for quite a bit now.
Yeah, we're making those adjustments before next Friday. Hopefully I make it to the streams, and we go 3 Dragon Balls, draw 3.
Charges playing the 1-drop Kaba, and
Yeah, look at all the Dragon Ball I needed.
he goes ahead and grabs that's a Kale, right?
Yep, that's
Yep, the free blocker Kale.
quote unquote free blocker Kale. As long as I have Cauliflower on board, or as my leader.
Orlando passes after that. Not much he can do after his turn 1 play there. So
That's the usual Shenron turn 1 play. So either play the 1-drop Kava or...
yeah, so unfortunately I didn't really want to charge anything else in my hand. So I ended up charging the Demon Sword that I grabbed earlier, but I do have a second one, so it's not that big of a deal. I go right ahead and attack, and I mill 2, and I hit the Kaba, which I wasn't too happy about, considering Orlando had 2 Child's Wishes already in hand.
That's pretty good, man. You win some, you lose some.
I'm out here just confirming what he has in his drop besides the Kaba. And I'm going to go ahead here and tap out, just because I don't feel like he can really put too much damage onto me here. And I do want to take some hits from him, just so I can awaken and do my other turns. So when I get to play another 4-drop per se in my hand, I can just awaken and not be tapped out. Because later into the matches, that's when Shenron Veggies gets really scary. Turns 3 and 4 for them I feel like are really good. Turns 2 are pretty big also. But I wasn't too worried about it.
Yeah, I was really trying to dig for the last Dragon Ball there. So right now I got 6 in the drop area. It would have been so good if I could awaken here, but I don't think I get to go for the last ball.
Here I'm just confirming that he only has a 6 in drop, so yeah. So he does have the Child's Wish here, and he gets to drop the Kaba from grave, which is really good for him. And if he ever gets the other Dragon Ball, then he already has a free Desire card that he can add back. So he hits the Universe 6 Khalifa off of the Kaba, and she grabs another U6, and we'll see what he grabs here. And he's gonna go ahead and
grab that KO. Hopefully, when she attacks, I go auto, draw a card, continue to dig for the Dragon Ball.
Yeah, really scary card because normally 10 power, but she gains 5 when she attacks. So it's always good to constantly keep constant pressure, and obviously he gets the net advantage by drawing a card. But that's the real downside to this matchup, is that his deck is really fast, and most of the cards replace themselves. So the more he digs through his deck, the worse it is for him. And here he's opted to combo the pan out, which is really good because he has a board full of reds, and if he can ever pretty much maintain that board, and then drop that pan, they're all going to be +5 double strike. So that's something I was really worried about. And he's going to combo here with the Kaba here to reduce his board size to 4, so he doesn't get Kami'd.
Yeah, reduce it to 3, so I won't get Kami.
I mean to 3, yes, not 4. Because at 4 or more, he's susceptible to Kami.
Yeah, plus I was trying to play very aggressive. I'm trying to get my opponent as slow as I can on lives, as soon as I can. Because I know the longer this game drags, the less chance I have of winning.
So here I have a bunch of negates in my hand, and I'm just trying to decide what should I really charge here. I end up charging the Mafuba, and the thing is, like, I did have a peel off in my hand, and I decided to keep it because if he tries to go for a big play where he does his Shenron and gives something triple attack, then I can just use it, call the keyword triple attack, and just negate that skill for the turn. So that's the reason why I didn't end up charging it there. But I'm going ahead and use my 3-drop Janemba's auto, bring out my Demon Sword. And here I believe I'm going to attack probably the Nikale, because I feel like that's the best option. And then I know no matter what, I can just put him back to the bottom of my deck, warp the Kaba, and mill 2 there, because I want to get rid of his Kabas. There's no reason why I want to leave him on board. And I feel like it's the same reason why he attacked me last turn with it too, because he'd know it was going to be warped anyways.
So here we go. He
Oh yep, I end up milling the Dragon Ball there. Anyways, so
that happened.
Yeah.
It's really hard when your green Kaba gets warped. But luckily we maxed out on the green Kaba, so hopefully we'll see another one soon. And there it is. Speaking of the devil.
So I believe there's not much for my turn there. I'm most likely just going to have to pass. I have a really good hand. I have a bunch of negates, and most of my negates untap my energy. Yeah, I'm just in a really, really good spot this match. And I don't see myself losing this, but again, you never know, because he could just have one real good turn of veggies and his board will go from 1 to 5, maybe even more. And that's the scary power about any veggie deck in general. Shenron Veggies can pretty much get around the not needing green energy to start off their plays. So that's the really good thing about Shenron Veggies.
Yep. So you can see my hand was going from bad to worse. Two of my red cauliflowers were in my hand. The third one is on board. But let's see what we got here.
Well, you have all four then on the board because you have one in your energy, one in battle.
Two in energy.
Two in energy.
One in battle.
One in battle. Alright, yeah.
Looking pretty good.
I'm out here just checking the time. You know, this guy's such a slow player.
Skill takes time, brother. Skill takes time.
Nah, he's on the clock, so every move he makes it has to be optimal. Because if he just goes out and he just starts bringing cards out of his deck, drawing more, and it don't net him anything, then he's just putting himself closer and closer to in a losing position.
Let's see what we got going on here. Believe I'm gonna go for the Charles Swish and bring that Kaba back.
Alright, so he goes and he attacks. He attacks me with the Khalifa on board. And I don't negate, and it's a real hard moment here because I feel like I probably should have. So he doesn't get to like dump cards in his grave, because that red Kaba that he plays is so strong versus my hand. It can't be countered. So, and with a handful of negates, I just have to deal with him attacking me.
There we go. Wish the leader. Looking at my hand, see which if I'm gonna bring a desired card to my hand from the drop area. Go grab World Peace.
So you end up grabbing World Peace instead of the Child's Wish there. Now, is there any reason why you end up grabbing World Peace instead of Child's Wish?
I think I already had a Child's Wish in hand, and I was thinking about turn 4 play, where I could, if my cauliflower goes out, I could just bring her back with the World Peace. I only run one World Peace, and I run 4 Child's Wish. So
Okay, yeah, that makes... Alright, I see what you meant there. I was kind of confused when you grabbed the World Peace, and it didn't make too much sense to me there. But I can only tell from my perspective on why I thought it wasn't optimal there.
And that's the forest cauliflower that was in my hand.
So he does end up comboing the Khalifa out, and I guess that does definitely set up his World Peace next turn. And then he drops 2 free blockers here. The 2 free blockers I feel like won't do much versus the Janemba deck, because I'm not going to be opting to try to attack his life. There's no reason for me to ever attack his leader. I can just attack his battle cards and just try to remove those off the board, and I'll still be able to enter my win condition because I don't have to attack leader for him to mill.
Yeah, so here I activated leader skill, drew a card, and then end the turn.
So I end up drawing another peel off, and I just have to charge it because there's no reason for me to hold on to that anymore. And like I said, my hand is just full of negates. And it's hard here because I have a Reality Bender, Janemba, in my hand, and he's only at 3 energy. And because I went first, I just don't have the option to to do so. So I tap out here, and I'm gonna go ahead and attack with Janemba. And I don't remember what I attack.
Attack the red Kaba.
Yeah, I feel like that was a misplay on my part because I want to make sure I banish that Kaba. But considering you have another one in grave anyways, there's not much I can do here. And there I feel like I kind of just end up like skimming through your grave, and I didn't see there was another one in there. So when you Yeah, no, I just completely forgot there's another one in there. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get rid of him anyways. And make you waste a super combo to protect him, I suppose. So that wasn't too bad on my end. And yeah, here I awaken to make sure I have enough renegates. I'm gonna go ahead and attack your Khalifa there. Yep. And you're gonna just go right ahead and block it right away. And yep, and you mill the other one there right off the bat anyways. So you still had 2 in grave, I believe. And that's a card that I'm really scared of, because with a handful of negates and each Shenron Awaken, if he goes ahead and plays it on the board and uses Shenron's last leader skill, there's really not much I can do.
So I drew for turn, go ahead and charged green Kale, since I wasn't going to use her that turn, and I liked everything else in my hand more. At this point, it doesn't really matter what I charge, as long as I have at least 3 reds. So just in case, I could go into the 5-drop Kefla.
Yeah, that seems to be a reoccurring thing with Shenron decks, where you only want to meet the bare minimum that you need for color, and after that you can just start charging any card, as long as it's not needed for that turn or future plays.
Yep. So here I go and attack with the cauliflower. So leader. Get out comboed.
I go ahead and use Unbreakable here so I don't take damage. And the thing is, like, in my hand, I have 2 Dimension Magics. I have a Weed Corrosion. I have a good amount of cards to just restand all my energy. So me out combo Nuglifa there wasn't bad. And I'm at 4, and I don't want to go down to 3 because it's such a weird thing to deal with.
Go ahead and play Charles Wish. Get the combo. Believe I'm gonna play the second Charles Wish.
Now it's interesting to me, and I just want to point this out. If you were gonna play the pan, you should have Child's Wish the Kaaba first, and then done the pan, and not attacked with the Khalifa, because the Khalifa would have been 5 double strike.
Yeah. So you were at 2 blues. So I'm not sure. I was afraid of Mafuvas, anything else like that on the cauliflower. And I kind of wanted to try to whittle down your hand a little bit, so when the Kaaba comes out, I'll have a better chance with him.
Oh, I can't negate him. Obviously, you don't know that my hand's a bunch of full of negates. The only thing I couldn't Puba was her, but then I'd be tapped out. And then I wouldn't have any open energy to deal with. But I wouldn't Mafuba her because she's not really that big of a threat and not threatening lethal. And since you didn't combo with her, it was easy for me to out-combo you. And this is such a big turn here. He removes all 7 Dragon Balls, bumping up his Kava. And here we're just asking for some dice real fast, just so we can mark it for video purposes. But he's getting +5 from the pan, and then +10 from the Shenron. So he's 30k right now. 30, double strike.
30k double strike, triple attack.
Yes, and can't be countered. And with a handful of negates, this gets really scary real fast. And I have to read my my leader ability real fast, and it's not a counter, so I could use it to negate at least one of the attacks. And I at this point I really thought I was gonna lose this game, because I really don't have any combo power, so I'm gonna just have to just take some damage. So he attacks me. I no negates this time around. Well, I can't negate, so it doesn't even matter, and I just go ahead and take it. And I pull another negate there, and I was very unhappy with that, because I pull the Unyielding Trunks, the one of, and a Whis, and he attacks me again. And I'm looking. I don't even have 5 in grave. So my super combo is not even gonna net me a card. And I'm staring at my peel off like, damn, I really wish I could have negated that triple attack. So I'm thinking here if I want to use the auto for Janemba or not. Or do I just try to out combo him? And if he chooses to combo, I might just lose. So he goes ahead and he does a super combo. And he's at 40 now. $45. And I think that's as high as he goes. I could be wrong.
Yep, goes to 45. Let's see what we got.
So regardless, I have to tap out here. There's no way around it. I'm trying to do some quick math here, but I just need to go for it. There's no other way around it. So I go up to 25. 30, 40, and then 50 with my super combo.
It's really a shame that you couldn't draw that.
And that's all I really had left in my hand. If he had comboed the rest of his board there, he would have taken the game. But with such a big hand size, I don't think he knew that.
Yeah, with such a big hand, I was hoping you were going to tap out, and then I will still have my pan, and if needed,
yeah,
I still had the blocker KO for it.
So yeah, with his third attack, I end up using my Janemba auto to negate the attack, and I discard I discard peel off to use the auto, and then because I had so many in drop now, I used my Dimension Magic Sparking effect to take one for my life, and because the rest of my hand were all negates, I wasn't scared anymore of the rest of his turn. And he was really close. I think he only had like maybe 5 cards left in deck after all this.
Yep.
So it was so close. And that's the thing. Yeah, I'm just verifying. Yeah, 5. So all I really need to do is mill 4 cards here for him. And I pass turn and I just win. And I do have a Sake Demon in my hand, which is really good. Because I just play the Sake Demon, grab my Demon Sword, and we both just conclude that's game there. Because I just need to attack, mill, play the other guy and mill out. And that was a pretty good game.
GG's indeed.
Thanks for watching.
See you next time.